Hi ladies, and hello fellow single mothers. You are welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you doing? How are your children? And how is your child, depending on how many of them that you have? I hope you are well and you're doing good. As you see me so, me, now only hallelujah I know. I did campe. Jesus is taking care of me and my children, and I hope the Lord is taking care of you too, wherever you are watching from. And I guess what makes us single mothers is because of that child or those children that you are taking care of. So again, you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, I am Lionness Oluwatosin. It's a beautiful Wednesday today, and this is the day that the Lord has made, and I'll rejoice and I'll be glad in it. I'm here and I'm so happy to be here sharing my life and my journey with you all single mothers. And on today's Finding Your Voice as a Single Mom, we will be talking about the pains of a single mom, the pains of being a single mom, the pains that single moms go through in their lives. Let me tell you a quick story. By the time the father of my children was going to walk out on us and we became homeless, we had to go and live in my sister's house in Southeast London. Something happened and I needed to speak to another friend of mine over the phone. And during the conversation, that older friend of mine said, it happens to single moms. And after that conversation, I said to myself, so wow, so this is who I am now. And that is the name that I now bear. Or that is where I now function from. And for a long time, I did not accept the name because I didn't know who I was. It was until recent or a couple of months after that I accepted the fact that I am now a single mom. Being a single mom is not an easy journey at all, but it's an interesting journey though. And it comes with a lot of pain. Pain that we cannot describe. Pain that sometimes we may not be able to put words on. Particularly for some of us who genuinely want to be in a marriage relationship. But for those ones who don't want to be in a marriage relationship, who wants to be a single mom, who deliberately wants to be a single mom, it may be a different story for them. However, it's still not the most interesting journey. Two reasons why I'm doing this video. Number one thing is because I wanted those ones who are non-single mothers, who are okay, who got the right marriage, who are in the right relationship, to understand us, to be able to understand what we go through. And the second reason I'm doing this is for single mothers to be able to find their voice even in pain. The Yoruba people would say, "Taban sunkun ama riran." When we are crying, when we're in pain, we should still be able to see. So I'm saying I'm doing this so that you as a single mom will be able to put voice to what you are going through. I have been through it. For a long time, I could not find my voice. I could not understand what I was going through. But for a couple of years ago, I began to put voice to each and every pain that I was going through. And I think that eased my pain a little bit. And that is what I'm here to do. Help you find your voice and help you put voice to that pain that you're going through, so that you can have a bit of a relief. All right, so what is pain? Pain, when I looked on the dictionary, even though I have a relationship with it, is an unpleasant feeling. It is uncomfortable and it does not sit well with you. Somebody going through pain can misbehave, can talk anyhow. You can imagine when you're having your children at the labor ward and you are in serious pain. All right. So pain is something that does not all go well with you. It does not sit well with you. It's uncomfortable. All right. So number one pain that a single mom goes through, it actually starts right from when things begin to go the wrong way. And so the number one pain that a single mom will start to feel before it start building up is that the relationship wasn't good right from the beginning, and there's already an abuse, there's already misunderstanding, there's already rejection, there's already arguments all over the place, and you're thinking, why did I even allow him in my life at first? So that is where the pain actually starts from. I remember when I realized that I got it wrong, and you can imagine the pain that was already starting to build up in my heart. And I remember that I was patching things up in pain. I won't be able to talk. At that period, there is no way they will ask you anything and you'll be able to put words to what you're going through. You would constantly be in pain, but you will not be able to express, because traditionally from an African background is like, don't come back home, just stay there, stay in that marriage. That's the way men are. Marriage is a school that you would go to and you never graduate. So you have to stay there. You have to be patient for the man. The man is the head of the home. So you have to stay there. So you keep patching things up, and because you have been told never to tell the third party, you have to always speak to God. It is only God you can speak to. You cannot tell the third party about your husband, about your spouse or anything. So you keep patching things up and you are in pain, and the pain will start to build up gradually. That's where it starts from. Number two pain that a single mother feels is that this marriage or this relationship is about to crumble, and I'm going to be left all alone. I'll be left all alone with the child or with the children that we have together. Because don't forget, in number one, you're patching things up till you have the first child, till you have the second, and probably the third one. So the second one now is you are afraid, you're scared, and you are in pain that I'll be left all alone. Number third pain, or the number three pain that a single mother have, is that eventually this marriage collapsed, or this relationship is no more and has gone down the drain, and eventually I am left all alone. My fears were actualized. What I feared the most has actually come to pass. This man has gone. This man has left me. And then you're thinking about the fact that particularly in the time of or during the divorce, it's like, okay, one child should be with the father, or the other child should be with you, or the children should be the father should be in possession of the children, or you're in possession of the children or the child. So it's in itself, it's pain. Going to court, knowing quite well that this is the man that you gave your heart to, it's a pain. It's an excruciating pain. A pain that a woman may not be able, a single mom may not be able to explain or express. When you're asking, what is wrong, my sister? What is going on? They cannot tell. And that is where condemnation starts in. I am not a good woman. I have a bad character. I am the one that let him leave me. I blame myself for everything. Why did I even allow him at first? Why did I allow him to disvirgin me? Why didn't I go for that other man? Why did I settle for him? Why? And you are condemning yourself over that. That is where condemnation starts from. I remember I condemned myself for many years. I would talk myself down. I will call myself names. I will call myself all manner of names. I could not look in the mirror because I wasn't looking good in the mirror, because I have had to attack myself many times and condemn myself many times. These are the pains that I've gone through. The feeling of rejection, the feeling of being abandoned, the feeling of being left alone, the feeling of like, I'm going to journey in this world all alone. It's a pain. It's an excruciating pain. The fourth pain that single moms or a single mother goes through is the lies. Lies, rumors, stories that are not right, stories that you are listening to and you're thinking, Where did you even hear that from? And lies run faster than truth sometimes, even though lies may go for many years and truth will come and meet up with it. But before the truth meets up with that lie, it will take long, my sister. It takes long. Different interpretations to what you have said, different stories. And Yorubas will say, orokere, biodi, yole, when they added up stories and they make it sweeter to the hearer, and you're thinking, where is this all coming from? Lies. That broke me for many years. And you are hearing lies all over the place. And you are hearing it even from supposed friends. In fact, to make matters more painful, more interesting, the lies that you are hearing that they're saying behind you, they can't say it right in your presence. Rumors. God, is just a lot. Okay, and it's quite painful. And the fifth pain that a woman or a single mother goes through is the pain of people's reactions. I remember that I would go to church with my children. I can almost hear what people are saying behind. I can almost see people's reaction. It got to a point that I said to myself, I will go to church because nobody brought me to church. It was God who brought me to that church. And when it's time for me, I would leave. I would not leave because of anybody. And this particular woman that I'm talking about went around talking to a couple of my friends, telling them how bad I am. This particular woman went on social media, my social media handle, to go and abuse me, and would tell my friend, even the one in Nigeria, to send her phone number so that she can report me to her. It was quite painful, but I'm glad that God is a healer. I will tell you in my next video how I overcame all of this pain. But now we're talking about the pains of a single mother. Number 6 pain that a single mother goes through is the pain of taking care of that child or those children all alone. You are the only one cooking, shopping, doing school runs, going for parents' meeting, going for appointments in the hospital, especially when that child or those children are fall sick. Sleepless nights. The pain of not being able to do what you want to do. You have to cancel shifts for those single mothers who are working. And we are that same person who is working. When that child is sick and you have to cancel the shift to go and get the money that you need, it's quite painful because you're thinking, where do I get money from? Where do I get this money that I could not go out because of this child? Where do I get money from? It's quite painful. It's quite painful. You are the same person who is, taking care of the home, doing the dishes, particularly when those children or that child is very small and they can't do anything for themselves. Oh my God. It's a lot of pain, and you are almost cursing the father of your children in your heart. I have been through all of this pain, and that is the reason why I could put words to it. I could find my voice in that pain and say, I'm going to share it with people who do not know us, who do not know the pain that we go through on the inside, a pain that is not visible to the eyes. Come on, a pain that can shut a woman dead. It would take your voice away. You will not be able to voice out within the community. You will not be able to talk. Even if they give you the platform or the stage, you're thinking, am I even worthy? It's a lot of pain that we go through on the inside. It's a lot of pain. And also financial pain, especially when the father of your children is not even supporting you financially. And you are in this part of the world, maybe you are not even entitled to any benefit. Financial struggle. You want to do this for your children or for your child, and you are not financially able or capable to be able to do it for that child. Sometimes it's painful. In fact, it is not sometimes. All the time, it is painful. You will feel that pain in your heart, and you're thinking, why did I have to go through all of this? Why did I put myself at first to this? Those are the pain. Those are the pain that we go through. Number 7 pain that a single mother goes through is when you are denied that employment or that position because you are simply a single mom. They will think you won't have time to work, you won't have time to give reports, you are not capable, you are not able to fit into that position because you're a single mom. It's quite painful. It is extremely painful, and you will go home and you're thinking, but why? And also, when you cannot take on an accommodation because you're a single mom, because they think you will not be able to pay the bills, you will not be able to pay the rent, you will not be able to get that accommodation. They won't give you that accommodation because you're a single mom. There are places that you will not be able to take on an accommodation. You can't even function in a gathering. There are some churches, they won't allow you to function if you're a single mom. Some people will not even allow you to relate with their husband, relate to their church brothers, because they think you're going to snatch them. Some people will not allow you to come into their home. I have seen friends who have put me at an arm length, all because I'm a single mom. It was quite painful for me at first, but I had to let it go. The days that I will have to cry. I remember that when we had to move from one place to another and we got a room to ourselves in a shared house to me and my children, I remember that I will put my children to sleep and I will go to the corner of the room and I will cry. It's not even crying. I will be wailing. That's an highest form of crying. But those crying were therapeutic. But I would cry. I would cry. I would cry my eyes out. There were nights upon nights that I was just crying. I could not put words to my pain. Another pain of a single mom is when you cannot express yourself when somebody does something. They will think, maybe that's the kind of reaction she has, that the father of her children walks out on her. And you're thinking, what did we carry? What did you throw? You know, it's quite painful because when people will talk you down and they're thinking, if you put up a reaction, they're thinking that is the reaction she puts up, and that's the reason why her husband left her. You know, she's a bad person. She's this, she's that. So these are our pains and many more that sometimes you may not be able to put words to. So for a single mom, now that you know some of the pains that we are going through, things that you can do for us is pray for us. Pray that the Lord will heal our heart. Pray in the Holy Spirit. Pray with understanding for us, because we need those prayers. And also give us your shoulders to lean on. Give us your ears so that we can rant and give our expression and express in whatever way that we want to express. Give us your heart to understand us, and give us your voice. Give us your words of comfort, your words of encouragement, your words of affirmation, your words that can help us to stand up again. And also, instead of creating a pity party around us, challenge us that we can still become all God wants us to become, whether we are married or we are not married. Challenge us to follow Christ. Challenge us to follow after Jesus Christ. Challenge us to focus on purpose. Challenge us to take our focus away for once from marriage, or from that broken marriage, or from that broken relationship, and to seek His kingdom first, and all other things will be added unto us. Thank you so much for listening to Finding Your Voice as a Single Mom on this topic, the pains of a single mom. I really appreciate, and I'm hoping that somebody has been encouraged Somebody will lend their shoulder. Somebody will lend their ears. Somebody will lend their heart. Somebody will lend their voice, lend their words of encouragement to us, or to a single mom around you. I told you that single moms are not far-fetched. They are around us. So we can lend a helping hand to one single mom, help them to take care of their children, take them away and let them have time. Those are the ways that you can help us. So thank you so much for listening and watching from beginning to the end. And may the Lord bless you real good. I hope somebody is comforted. I hope a single mom has been able to find their voice even in this pain. And see you in my next video, where I will share how to handle all of this pain, how to go out of all of this pain and stop creating a pity party around yourself. Thank you so much. May the Lord bless you. Bye. Cheers. Meanwhile, try and subscribe and like and share.